So like at least like this Survivor Series, at least one match feels super important.
I'm just not sure which one. I guess the Shane one.
No, I was saying the Cruiserweight one.
Oh, wow.
I'm really bagging down on this card because I'm just like, okay, so
there's no need for that many SmackDown versus Raw matches.
There's like 6 matches. There's Kendrick versus Kalisto. Winner gets the Cruiserweight. Like, and Kalisto's gonna win because they kind of accidentally spoiled when the Cruiserweight show is gonna be.
There's going to be the Ziggler and Zayn, which, honestly, Ziggler's going to win it.
Ziggler's going to win it, but, like, if Zayn wins it, does the belt go to Raw or do we get Zayn?
It goes to Raw.
Okay, so Ziggler's going to win it. Then you got the tag team one, which should not have been 10v10. Should have been 6v6. Just 3 teams.
Yeah. Heck, you could have done 4v4. That still would have been kind of fun.
You got, like, Raw's team is New Day,
Sheamus
and Cesaro. Club.
Yeah.
Enzo and Cass. And I can't believe this team is in it. The Shining Stars.
You want to know how they got in it?
No, I saw. I read.
And then they won a match to solidify it. Good for them.
There's only those 2 tag teams. Like, was there, like, no more? It was only
no
Golden Truth and Shining Stars, that's it? God damn.
And I'm wondering why they decided to con... Why was that a thing? Like, I get it, R-Truth is supposed to be, like, retarded. But why is that a thing?
I don't know.
Like, why did... And the Shining Stars could be something. For once, Epico and Primo could be something. If, you know...
You book it right.
They stopped giving them that stupid... what is it? Timeshare gimmick that they're pitching. And then they, like, killed it with Goldust. Thank God.
So they're going against SmackDown, which is... Slater and Rhino.
Woo.
Hype Bros. American Alpha.
Yeah.
Usos.
Yeah.
Breezango.
What the hell? And they're still beefing, by the way. Those 2 teams that, the Golden Truth and Breezango apparently still beef. But
you're not going to put them in
You can't put them in the match unless you have the Golden Truth randomly knock out the Shining Stars and do some weird aggressive shit.
I feel like that's going to happen.
If that happens, cool. I'm down with it. Like, Gold Touch goes ape shit and just beats everyone up.
Okay, so and then we have the women's elimination match.
I'm going to go with Raw, straight up.
Flair, Charlotte, Bayley, Nia, Alicia Fox, Sasha Banks, with Dana Brooke as manager.
Because look at SmackDown.
Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch, Alexa, Carmella, Naomi, Natalia as coach.
Yeah, exactly. Those 2, right there, Dana and Natalia, dumb. They don't need to be there, but they're there. They're going to be distractions for one. They're going to be distractions for their teams. Sadly enough.
Like, I don't see, like... I feel like the Raw team is just going to self-implode.
Probably, because Monday, Charlotte big booted the mess out of Nia Jax.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like...
And their tension's going to build for a little bit.
That's not saying, like, the SmackDown team isn't going to implode either.
With Nikki Bella and Carmella and Alexa and Becky going at each other's necks.
Exactly.
And Naomi's just chilling there like, I don't have a beef with anybody.
Same thing with Alicia Fox.
Yeah, she's just chilling. No, she has beef with Nia Jax, actually.
Yeah, but she already got her ass kicked. It's not like she's going to win next time.
She's not going to even go after Nia Jax. She knows better. She got put through a freaking barricade for
so
it.
I'm just going, like those two. I'm like, okay, every team looks like it's going to self-implode.
Like, let's look at the rivalries in this instance. On Raw's side alone, you have Sasha Charlotte, Charlotte Bayley, Bayley Nia, budding one of Nia and Charlotte.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible. And then Alicia Fox is just there
and
as cannon fodder.
SmackDown, you have Nikki, Carmella.
You have
Becky, Alexa, and Naomi.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
And then...
Naomi and Becky, because Naomi wants the title, too.
And then... Well, I mean, but Naomi's too much of a face to really do anything with that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right,
you never know.
Yeah.
And
Natalia has beef with literally everyone on the roster, but she's so sucky at talking that you can't tell.
Yeah. So I'm just going like, it just looks like every team's just made to implode. Because like the main event team doesn't look any better if not self-imploding.
Raw's team, at least.
Raw, well, they already imploded on Raw anyway.
Well, they said it was a blow-off match. Like, hey, you guys need to blow off some steam.
Still, like, you got Owens, Jericho, Reigns, Strowman, Rollins. All of them have beef against each other, except for maybe Reigns and Rollins against each other, maybe not anymore.
Strowman doesn't have beef with anyone. He's just there.
I feel like they're building up Strowman to go against Reigns at Mania though for that US
I can
title.
live with that.
No, I feel like
actually good.
No, I like that's like the beef I'm saying. Like that's gonna be the beef setting it up.
Strowman is good at what he does.
Oh, now I remember what got pissed off. You called Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. That's what I got. I'm listening to like the last podcast. I'm like, God damn it, Jeff, because you said like you can like it's probably gonna be Roman versus Owens. Like, how can that happen? He already has a belt. You're like, you can get another one. I'm like, no, it's not gonna happen. And then like I see that announcement, and then I listen to the podcast again. I'm like, God damn it, Jeff.
Just look at how. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying
look
I'm
at
mad
how
at you,
Raw
but I'm
has
just saying
built everything. Raw has built their show around 3 people.
Well, I'd say 4. I
Okay.
mean, I know Jericho is not really the person getting built; it's just gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
But I still count it as 4.
But either way, here are the okay. We'll go 4 then. Jericho's there.
Mm-hmm.
Here are the 4 main people then. If adding Jericho, you have Kevin, Jericho, Seth, and Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere down the line, someone's gonna have something they shouldn't have. Whether it be Rollins with the random United States title, it'd be cool because it adds prestige to the title. But at the same time, why the hell does he have the title again?
Mm-hmm.
It would be Roman with the Universal belt. No one wants to see him in the main event yet. He hasn't been built up correctly, unless he's a heel. You have Owens. No one wants to see him lose the belt.
Yeah.
And you have Jericho, who, technically speaking, shouldn't even be in the main event picture.
Yeah, because as much as we like
He's
him,
leaving
soon. But I'm just like looking at that. I'm like, that team's just gonna implode. And same thing with SmackDown. You got Styles,
AJ Dean,
Ambrose, Bray, Orton, and Shane. I don't know what the hell Shane's gonna.
Shane's cool. Shane's fine in my book. But here's the thing with, and I'm realizing.
Wait, sorry, and also mascot James Ellsworth.
I didn't want it. I was hoping you didn't mention that. I was really hoping you didn't mention him. I will get to him in a second. He will get roasted for this.
Oh,
like rotisserie style. But here's my beef with the SmackDown team.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You added a very nice element of self-implosion to every team, so it makes it kind of worth watching. I will say that.
Yeah, because like you don't see like every team working in unity. Because like I think that match that you said the 2005
match, yeah, there was some self-implosion, but it
wasn't
wasn't an actual one.
No, but it wasn't on both teams. It was only on the SmackDown one where they hate each other, and the Raw one worked as a complete unit, which was weird. That was weird.
Well, because they had beef with each other. It was Shawn,
Big Show, because that was
Chris
that
Masters, and Carlito. I think
you're right.
Yeah, it was Carlito. Because you had the only part of Raw that had beef were actually Chris Masters, Carlito versus Big Show and Kane. But because
they put their differences over,
and they had a segment where they were like, "Hey, we got to work together to beat SmackDown," because Eric Bischoff was still in charge at the time, and Eric Bischoff was threatening the fuck out of everyone.
Man, you're right, man. Carlito and Chris Masters.
Yep.
It was like going against Batista, Mysterio, JBL, Bobby Lashley.
That was when he was still getting billed as Black Lesnar.
Shit. I'm so sorry. I just like go like Bobby Lashley. Oh shit.
I had 2 powerhouses. No offense to JBL, but he was up in age, so I'm not going to consider him a powerhouse yet.
And you had like Rey Mysterio, Cruz. Because like wasn't it Batista and Mysterio as a tag team?
They were best friends.
And they were tagged.
Because of Eddie.
Yeah. And then
that's who took Eddie's spot.
No, it was Orton. Orton didn't win his way in because it was supposed to be I think Ray and Batista just got in it.
Yeah, you're right.
And I know like Lashley and JBL did win their way in, and it was Ken Anderson versus Eddie Guerrero for the last spot.
Mm-hmm.
And then he did his light
He won the match, and then he
unfortunately passed away.
I don't need to say the rest.
Yeah. And then they put Orton in it, which
made sense.
That's a kick-ass substitute. I'm not gonna lie.
And I think his segment for it was kind of cool, if I remember it correctly.
Because
they just subbed him in, but they at least explained why.
Wasn't like 2 years in a row, like he's like the sole survivor before that though.
Yeah, because he sole survived for 03 and got Austin fired, and he soloed for 04 against Triple H.
Yeah.
In the most badass way possible.
So I'm just going like, yeah, like that makes
sense.
sense.
That Raw team was self-implosion too for Triple H's side because they all wanted the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah, it was Hunter, Edge, Batista, and Snitsky. It's just weird when you see like the one person, like you like, which one doesn't belong here?
Snitsky.
There we go. No offense, Snitsky. you had a cool gimmick with the whole "it wasn't my fault." That was a cool gimmick.
Lost her kid.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty cool gimmick. But like, I'm just like, it's just so weird. Like, okay, you were gonna roast James Ellsworth.
That I was.
Go ahead.
So, why has he made it this far? I will give him his credit. His history as an independent wrestler. He was actually part of CZW. Didn't know that. Cool. You know, that same hunting ground for Dean Ambrose. Yay. Yay. Anyway, why? Why has this joke been taken so far and so out of proportion that he is now involved in a main event match? Why has he had the opportunity to beat AJ Styles not once, but twice? Why? Why?
You also forget that he also cost AJ a match, made Ambrose.
I don't want to remember that. I know that Ambrose won. Cool. He shouldn't have. Why is Ambrose still in the title picture? He lost twice. He lost his match. He lost the rematch. He shouldn't be in the title picture anymore.
Rematch. But like, did he get pinned in a rematch? Who got pinned in a rematch? Was it him or Cena? Can't remember.
Cena, I think.
So I think that's why.
But
he's still in it because like he technically didn't lose his rematch.
But he shouldn't. I'm
not saying
if you don't win, you don't lose either.
I think the reason why he's still there is because like you don't have.
But they don't have anyone built up.
A face that's built up because like. This is why I didn't like that Orton turned heel because I'm like, I mean, it's cool he's turning heel, and if they go with my idea of why he turned heel, even better. Like I told this to my friend LD. I was like, I'm cool with Orton turning heel if the reason why he turns heel is to usurp Bray Wyatt's power and become the new.
Yeah, we did talk about that. Yeah.
I was like, if he becomes like the new leader of the Wyatt family, and this forces Bray Wyatt to become a face.
Actually, yeah, I'm the one who mentioned that originally. I think.
I think we started.
We just like spitballed it, but yeah.
But I'm just going like, if that's what they do, that's amazing. You build a good face, and maybe Bray Wyatt can finally start winning matches and maybe winning a title down the line.
Because you remember before he got injured with the calf injury,
yeah,
they were turning him face.
Yeah, with him and Roman, they were gonna.
The double turn was gonna happen.
That would have been cool, but unfortunately,
it didn't happen because he got injured.
Yeah, but I'm just going like, if that's what they do, you got a new good face. B, it rebuilds Orton as a heel again.
A credible one at that.
Mm-hmm. And C, you don't have to have the... And this is no disrespect to Harper or Rowan, because I love them both as a tag team. They should be in that, 10v10.
Why weren't they to begin with? Oh, wait, I haven't seen Eric Rowan in a while.
I think he's actually injured again. These Harpers, they just get it. Like, these Wyatt family members, they just get injured.
Trading injuries.
It just sucks. But, like, I'm just going, like, you build a face, a heel, and you know, with Orton becoming this mega heel with that, if the rumors of him taking Taker at Mania are true, that's actually another way to weave it in.
And I'm down with that.
But like, that's why Ellsworth's still there. Also, he still gets the pop from the crowd. People like Ellsworth.
I don't even care. I don't like him. I don't like him because they literally threw him into the main event scene, which pisses me off because it really makes everyone it makes everyone look like a joke. Dean Ambrose lost once because of James Ellsworth. AJ Styles has lost 3 times due to some form of James Ellsworth shenanigans. Whether James Ellsworth won by disqualification.
Oh yeah. I was about to say.
Actually pinned him thanks to Dean Ambrose being a tool. As a referee. John Cena did it first. Anyway.
John Cena did dumber before.
No, well, in a sense. When he was on the phone, he signed autographs. He had a hangnail, which was hilarious.
The one that made me go like, Cena did numbers the way, like, what was it? Was it Wade Barrett
versus CM Punk?
See, you knew exactly where I was going. Like, how he got them both DQ because too much profanity.
Which was hilarious.
I was just like... What was funny about that, though, was after the match, he goes up to the ramp, he goes like, yeah, man, I'm smart. I'm like, damn, man, you actually are.
Because none of them got to be in the Royal Rumble. None of their factions got to be in the Royal Rumble because of that loss.
But I was just going like, I mean, like, that's why he's there. Do I want him there forever? Nah, I want him to go to the mid-card after this.
Should have been in the mid-card already.
Yeah. But like,
hell, he should have been the one to lose to freaking Kurt Hawkins, not Apollo Crews. But no, let's just make Apollo Crews lose because he cost on TV.
also like they need to work on Cruz as a gimmick. Doesn't really have a gimmick.
He doesn't. He's literally just there. He's kind of like Cedric.
But
because Cedric doesn't have a gimmick. He's just there. But he's charismatic, so it works for right now. For right now.
Right now. But like they're gonna cruiserweights, regardless of they go to SmackDown, which I think they will. They're gonna probably build up the entire division again.
Oh yeah, because everyone needs a story.
So like I'm just going like he's probably gonna get a gimmick down the line, but like a Cruz they have like I'm still gonna stay with what I said earlier the year. They called him up way too fast. Like he was only on what was like
he showed up for literally like maybe he showed up for a major event.
It was
maybe like 5 matches on NXT.
He was on one takeover. And
his debut.
No, like there was no 2 then. 2 or 3. 2. His debut. I know one of them was in London.
Was that against Tyler Breeze?
No, it was against
Ty Dillinger.
So 3 because he did face Tyler Breeze. And no, the London one was Baron Corbin.
Oh yeah.
So 3.
His debut was Ty Dillinger, and then the second one was Breeze, and then his last one was Baron Corbin.
Yeah, because that was Breeze's last match.
Mm-hmm. And they called Tyler Breeze up too early too.
No, I think he was ready to be called up because he's been there forever, and like even though he didn't win the title, he did almost every major feud already. Like, so like I thought, yeah, he was time to be called up. He should have been IC champ maybe 2 months after he getting called up. But yeah,
because he put on great matches with Ziggler, and then they did nothing with him.
And he's like I saw Tyler Breeze as like next Ziggler in terms of being like the workhorse.
And I thought Ziggler was gonna leave. In all honesty, like after Tyler Breeze, because it made sense.
Yeah.
Like what else does Ziggler have left?
Nah, nothing. Like I only see him as mid Carter right now.
Upper mid Carter, I'll give him that because he can hang with the main event.
Yeah, but like I don't see him ever getting the belt
unless he's a heel. And I hate...
Even then, like, I don't see it because I still see much better heels over. Like, I can see Miz getting the belt before him.
Again.
Yeah.
Because Ziggler's a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion. Miz is a 1-time WWE Champion.
Like I'm saying, like, I can see Miz, especially with this gimmick he has now. Like
I could see him taking it off of Ambrose, too. And that match would actually be okay.
So, that's all the Survivor Series matches. And then we have our main event, which is Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg.
You know what I hate?
Mm-hmm.
Why do they keep calling it Fantasy Warfare brought to life? Even though it's happened. They have highlights of it. It was a shit match.
It's like when they said in WrestleMania 27, Triple H versus Undertaker for the first time ever, when you go like, it happened. It
happened 10 years prior.
Ago. Guys, like...
When the decade of destruction was starting.
Like we saw it, and we saw a pretty kick-ass match. Though, like,
it wasn't even a no DQ match. That's the funny thing. It was a DQ match. The ref was just knocked out for so long. They got to do whatever they wanted.
Dude, like he got punched in the back of the head. Like, we'll go over kayfabe. He should be out for like.
And he got punched by Taker in the back of the head. I think. Yeah, it was Taker.
Yeah, it was Taker.
And a man that size would knock you the fuck out.
Yeah,
hard.
But it just makes you go like, they had a great match, and it just, you guys just like saying like it never existed. I mean, like, granted, what's the one spot you remember the most in that match?
When Taker went for the last ride and Triple H accidentally bloodied him.
Oh, with the sledgehammer. Like, when I thought about that match, I thought of him like Taker chokeslamming Hunter off something really tall.
Oh yeah.
But then when you look, like, you thought it was like super high, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go back to it, it's not super high. It's like
he was like maybe like 2 feet.
Like maybe from like this roof to like here.
Yeah.
That's it. And I'm going like, I always thought it was like super high and like
because he disappeared off the screen for a while, and I was like, oh.
I finally went back to looking and I was like, and it's like it wasn't that high. I'm just going like, damn man, my memory's playing with me.
Well, because like when you're younger, you think like, oh shit, that man just died. And then you sit there and you look back on it when you're older, you're like, oh man, I could even take that photo. Like, oh.
Look, so like speaking about that whole like fantasy warfare brought to life. One of them makes that even funnier when they put on that title card. The promo video they put on like to introduce every wrestler. The Goldberg entrance is the WrestleMania 20 match against Brock Lesnar. I'm like, you know that match he entering right there. That's the Lesnar match. You know that, right? Like, nah, it didn't happen.
And they keep showing the highlights too for that match. Like, why do you keep showing WWE 2K17 footage mixed with WrestleMania 20 footage? Like, it happened. We know it happened. They talk about it on ESPN on the regular. He was on First Take with Stephen A. asking him questions. I've seen them. It was the same pay-per-view that a man who I can't mention on WWE TV won the World Heavyweight title.
It's just like they don't want to admit they need you to believe that the only time you can ever see these two wrestle is in a video game. And now we're bringing that to life.
If a kid who has the WWE Network looked up Goldberg, you know what one of the matches is going to be? Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. And they're going to sit there and be like, oh, this must have been a video game match. Nope. WrestleMania 20.
You know how, like, if you try to go back to Benoit matches on the network, and, like, you try to, like, do the chapter skip, it skips over the Benoit match because it doesn't, like, identify where it begins and where it ends? What if they did that to the Goldberg-Lesnar match in WrestleMania 20? I'm going to go back later tonight. I'm going to look up on the network.
They need to if that's the case, because, you know, it would make sense if you're going to say Fantasy Warfare
I'm gonna
brought
go
to
back
life.
There, I'm going like, okay, where's the Lesnar match? And there's this big giant gap. I wonder why. Let me do it manually, and like there it is. I need to go like later tonight to see that.
That just still makes me mad though. Now that you mention it, like I really watched like SummerSlam 04 all the way through because I couldn't get to the part that I wanted. The Orton-Benoit match.
Dude, like WrestleMania 17, like I sometimes want to go watch Benoit versus Angle because it's one of my favorite matches, and I'm like, nah, I gotta manually find this thing now.
Benoit, did he ever verse Brock?
Yes.
It was good, right?
It was good.
All right. Then I need to see that match. Cause
apparently, like if Angle got his neck surgery before WrestleMania 19, they would have put the belt on Brock before he left, like before Mania, and then the main event would have been Benoit versus Brock. Would
Benoit have won?
No, Brock would have won. Because I think they would have turned Benoit heel.
Ooh.
And it would have been like the Rabid Wolverine going against Brock.
In which case, the Rabid Wolverine would have won because it's the Rabid Wolverine and he doesn't care about your life.
Yeah.
The same guy who cross-faced The Rock in the middle of a hallway because he felt like it.
So, like, that's like one main event I would have loved to see, but...
Hey, man. It is what it is.
It is what it is. But, like, I'm putting super low expectations for Brock versus Goldberg. Like, my low expectations is it's going to be better than WrestleMania 20.
Yeah, because Brock and Goldberg actually care. Here's my beef with the match, though. It's going to be as boring as that match. For one reason. It's UFC Brock Lesnar, not WWE 2002 Brock Lesnar, where he actually used other moves like a fisherman suplex that was brutal as all hell.
If he wrestles like he did with Cena... I know I always bring this one match up, but it's like...
The Night of Champions one?
Yeah, the Night of Champions one, because it's the only one where I see shades of 2002 Brock Lesnar.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, Royal Rumble, but like I'm talking about one-on-one. Maybe like the other one will be Punk versus Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
But like the Cena and Lesnar one, it was dead even. Even though Brock was still killing Cena, it felt dead even at times. So like that's the like if it's anywhere close to that being like dead even, the match would be better than what I'm putting in. Right now I'm just saying it's gonna be better than WrestleMania 20. There's no way.
Ring rust,
but like there's no way Goldberg's going into this and it's gonna shit on it because he wants to put on that one last match for his son. That's the only reason he's doing this too.
I know.
He's not doing it for himself. He's not doing it for the money.
Probably. They probably pay him a decent amount to go.
Decent amount, but like the main reason why he wants to do this is just one last match for his son to see him in a big ring. That's it.
They could have waited till Mania. That would have been hilarious.
As much as like I wanted this to be a Mania match, at the same time I don't.
You don't need a repeat of the past, possibly.
And like that's when people are like, it's gonna be Mania all over again. Like, I mean. Granted, that's what they're doing.
Wrong.
Granted, that's what they're saying right now, but like to add it to a Mania, I'm like.
Then you definitely would have evidence to prove that fact. Like,
yeah.
There's no fantasy warfare here. This happened a few Manias ago.
Yeah.
Like 12 Manias ago.
Yeah,
13? 13, actually.
13, yeah, because we're in 30. We're gonna hit 33. But I'm just going like, hopefully it's much better. That's all I can hope. I mean, the only thing that sucks is. Like, there's no ramifications after this match.
No.
If Brock wins, it just proves he's just going around killing people.
Which he will.
If for some random reason
Goldberg
Goldberg wins,
that killed the mystique of Brock Lesnar if he wins.
it kills the mystique of Brock Lesnar, and like this is a one and done for Goldberg. I'm assuming.
If it's not, then yay. If it is, then oh.
Like if
Brock has
if
to win.
Goldberg wins, I'm assuming he's gonna wrestle in Mania then.
You know what interests me?
Yeah.
The more I think about it, I'm surprised no one said anything to this effect yet to Brock. This is a must-win situation for Brock. Like if you're looking at it from a pure story point,
yeah.
Like get rid of the kayfabe, get rid of like the backstage crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, yeah. Look at it from a pure story point. This is a must-win situation for Brock. If he loses, there goes his mystique. There goes the whole, oh, look at that. Brock Lesnar can take on anybody except for Goldberg. He's not unstoppable anymore. He lost to a 50-something-year-old man.
Which will be actually pretty funny because then he beat a 50-year-old man to get that mystique, beating Taker's streak.
Mm-hmm. But it's because it's Taker's streak.
No, but it's also Taker's streak, but also like it takes it away if you lost to Goldberg, who had a streak. I know it was a long time ago, but had a streak. I think it's like it would
Until
be
Kevin Nash got to him.
It would be very like ironic. Is it ironic?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
you beat a 50-year-old man to be where you are, and you lose to another 50-year-old man to be basically bottom of the barrel. You ain't shit anymore.
Like no, but not only that, like you beat a man for a streak, and a man who had a streak is coming at you to get his win.
Yeah, even better.
Like I'm not saying like Goldberg's gonna win. I mean, if he does, and that's the story they're going with, not bad story.
But at the same,
not bad story.
It's not. But at the same time, you just killed your best money-making machine.
But you could get another money-making machine, the man who beats Goldberg.
Who would they put? Who is left to who could they build up? Oh, Baron Corbin.
I was actually gonna just go again with my usual choice of Joe.
Yeah, him too. No, I'm not discrediting.
no, I'm not saying like I usually just go like, oh, who are you gonna get? I'm like, it's Samoa Joe. He's still there.
The only problem with Joe is Goldberg's not really gonna want to do anything that might mess his neck.
I know, like,
and Baron Corbin's finisher,
but like,
you land on your face.
But also that like Joe doesn't have to do the muscle buster. He still has all those submission moves. And he can play the ground
cocaine
game.
Clutch and all that, which is just a rear naked choke. I don't know why they call it the cocaine clutch.
Sounds cool. Whatever. It sounds cool.
It does.
But like, it just goes like, you could get another one, and you can still have Brock. And maybe you can use two of them to try to build up new guys. Could.
You could.
Like the only reason why I would want Goldberg to win is because I still love that promo he delivered coming back. I still love that. Yeah, I still love that. Like, you're not just next, you're last. Like, I was like, that's the best line you've said in your entire career, sir.
Outside of your next.
Yeah.
Heck, my favorite promo for him, honestly, outside of your last promo, is when he met Triple H. Outside of that, nothing else. When he first met Triple H, he was just like, you're a fine world heavyweight champion, maybe in your own eyes, but to me, you're nothing but another victim.
That's good.
And that was badass.
But it just made, like, that's like, they didn't build Goldberg on promo skills. They build him on just
straight up destruction.
Which that's what you should do when you realize, oh, this guy has a weakness. Ignore it and just build up his strengths even more.
Apollo Crews. You're an athletic black man.
Like,
you're an athletic young man in general. Why don't we build on that? You can be the new Shelton Benjamin.
I'm hearing his rehab is going good. Sorry, I want Shelton Benjamin back. I so want him back. Imagine when he finally gets back, Cruiserweight Division's on SmackDown. You can have like Rich Swann versus Shelton Benjamin. Hell, even T.J. Perkins versus Shelton Benjamin. Cedric Alexander. Tony Nese versus versus Shelton Benjamin. It's just like, when Shelton Benjamin comes back, we're gonna have a lot of kick-ass matches.
You can have a reformed Team Angle, but like,
dude, I'm just saying, like, big rumor is Kurt Angle's coming back at Royal Rumble. Okay, let me just finish Survivor Series and we'll get to the next thing. But like, I don't like this card. I'm still gonna watch this card.
Yeah. No matter how tired I am.
The one match I'm probably gonna see I'm gonna want to see the most is Kalisto and Kendrick, maybe, and maybe the main Survivor Series match, because everybody there is actually good.
They just haven't built it up to make me feel like it's SmackDown versus.
Well, they got 1 week.
That's what I was saying to, I think my friend Leo. Yeah, you remember Leo, right?
Yeah.
I was saying to Leo, straight up, I was like, alright, the only way that this would make me feel like it was important is if, because Shane's supposed to be on Raw next Monday.
Yeah.
Only way it would make me feel this match is important is if Stephanie's like Shane says something, that burns Stephanie. Stephanie gets all pissed off and she's like, remember what building you're in? You're in Raw's building. And then like all the Raw superstars show up. And Shane's like, I didn't come alone. Hella SmackDown stars come from the crowd and they start fighting.
Sounds like
Oh look, 05 all over again.
Let's say but it was the other way around, right? It was the Raw superstars going to SmackDown and they had like parking lot fight, right?
Yeah, well, first time it was SmackDown going to Raw out of the blue because Eric Bischoff invited Teddy Long.
Uh-huh.
And then some of the SmackDown superstars showed up, and then Austin was part of it for some reason.
He wasn't
He was the sheriff or something.
Something like that.
I don't remember. He was just there. It was around the time he started all the McMahons anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But so you have that, and they could just rehash that, and because you got kids in the audience that don't know jack crap about 05, it works.
So
it actually works.
Yeah,
and plus we haven't seen something like that in a decade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. It works.
So, like I'm saying, the card looks... I can't say it looks worse than Hell in a Cell.
It actually doesn't look any... It does and it doesn't, because Hell in a Cell's card was good.
No, I'm not saying after we say I'm saying if you took the card before you saw the Hell in a Cell and you take the card to Survivor Series right now and you look at each other, I might lean more to Survivor Series a little bit.
I just think it's an oversaturation of these matches, though. That's my only problem with Survivor Series. You literally only needed the one match to happen, and then the rest of them could have just been like them competing to see who has the better matches.
Yeah, but...
And I hope next Survivor Series, they decide to just keep it in-house rivalries and just have the 4-on-4 from each show do their own thing for a bit. And then have a title match somewhere. Or, champion, challenger, title, whatever.
So if you like this video or the ramblings of me, Jeff, Carlos,
occasionally Chris, maybe.
Well, we get probably more, but occasionally Chris. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it.
Share that shit.
Because the more shares, the more likes, the more content we can probably be putting out. So thanks for listening. Till next time.
And always remember, children, just don't get eliminated.